Hello everybody, welcome to my week of PS5 coverage. For the most part. I don't know exactly how many videos it'll be yet, but point is, we're starting this week with some PS5 coverage. And more specifically, we are starting with Miles Morales. Because of course we are. It is the best game on PS5 so far. Not that there's a lot of competition. But whatever. So yeah, I am not doing like a formal preview or anything of the game. Yes, I am at 100%, not to brag, but I'm basically amazing. So I'm not doing like an actual playthrough or anything of it. I just want to kind of do a follow-up to my my Miles Morales alternate costumes video, where I went over the different costumes that I think might be in the game. Okay. Sorry, I was afraid there was going to be spoilers in that. I'm trying to keep this spoiler free, but just show off the suits. So if you don't even want to see those, maybe don't watch this. But I want to basically do a follow-up to my my Miles Morales suit video, where I show off the suits that are in the game, and compare them against what I thought would be in the game, and which ones I got right and which ones I didn't. So first of all, this is kind of the suit menu. You actually have 2 visor mods and 2 suit mods this time, which I think is more customization than you had in the first game. I want to say that was just 2 suit mods, or 1 suit mod and a visor mod. I don't remember exactly. I never really changed them, so I didn't look at it very much. But, yeah, so we're going to go into the suits, and you start with just this basic, kind of homemade suit that Peter gives him. And after you beat the first mission, which again, I'm not going to go into spoilers on a lot of these, but just as a preface, after the first mission, you are given this suit from Peter, which is kind of like his gift to you as your own suit, so you're not wearing your street clothes. But notably, this is basically kind of their version of Proto Suit that I talked about in the video, which was essentially a Halloween costume that Miles grabbed just to hide his identity for the meantime. So it's not exactly the same thing, but it's close enough that I'm still counting it. And then you mostly get into the custom suits, the ones that aren't story suits, but are unlockable either through level ups or, unlocks, things like that. So you have the origin suit, which I also talked about in the video, which is actually his canonical new universe comic suit, and it looks really good. I think they did a great job bringing this in. It reminds me of the Homecoming suit from the first game, or from the Homecoming movie, I should say. And yeah, I think they crushed it. I actually did wear this for a while just because I really like it, and until I got better suits, it was at least better than this ugly thing. It actually looks like a Miles Morales suit instead of a Peter Parker suit. So yeah, I kept this one on for a while. And then they showed this one off in pre-release. I thought I was gonna like it more. This is the first new suit, new designed suit they made specifically for the game. Show a little Miles butt action there, just for the back spider. I always like to show the back spider because sometimes it's really cool. But this one's basically the same. Anyway, it's a little too much white for me. Miles' kind of aesthetic is the black and red. And so, this one brings in too much of that, advanced suit white from the first game. And I wasn't a huge fan of it once I actually saw it in action and was using it in the game and stuff. Anyway, next we have... This is kind of his, weird-looking suit. Just like you had the ultimate... the cel-shaded ultimate suit in the first game. But this is from the animated cartoon, where Najee Jeter, the voice actor for Miles, actually voiced him in that cartoon also, which is pretty cool. So they included it, but it looks kind of weird in game. Here, I'll show you real quick. It looks kind of weird in game, just because everything else is like so pretty. I can't really get used to it, but it's neat. Like, I think I unlocked this before I got the actual suit. Okay, I still can't show it for very long because it's gonna start that phone call again. But yeah, it kind of looks weird in motion too. And then this one actually I didn't unlock next, but I'll show it to you because it's in order. It's just this normal suit with kind of the Brooklyn Visions blazer over it. Not that exciting. Like a casual. I feel like it'd make it a little obvious that he's Miles. Like, there's a weird amount of these suits that are just like his normal clothes. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It's really not a big deal. But yeah, nothing that exciting about this one. And then we've got another original suit that they showed before launch. And I really like this one, but I found myself, like, in-game not enjoying using it as much as I thought I would. And it's just because there's so many amazing suits in this game. I had a hard time, like, actually sticking with one for very long. But I think they did a great job with this one, too. I love the cowl. It seems like he has a lot of hooded costumes, and I think they did that to kind of show off the wrinkled tech and stuff in this game. But yeah, they did a really good job with this one. It kind of somewhat gives me that vibe from the video I did of the... What was it? I forgot what his name was. Was it Crimson Spider? Was that it? I'll put it up. I don't remember exactly offhand. It's been months since I made that, and it is too early in the morning to remember those kinds of things right now. But yeah, I feel like it's a little more traditional version of that suit with their own flair to it. But anyway, next we kind of have his like armored bulky suit, which seems to be just a staple of these Spider-Man games. They probably want to reuse as much of like the modeling as they can, and this is basically like the Miles take on kind of the bulky like Mark I Iron Spider suit. It actually is. It's pretty cool in action. I'll show it off quickly. If that phone call starts again, I'm sorry. It's, as far as I remember, it's not that spoilery of a phone call, but I just want to show you like the way this suit glows and stuff because it's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, there's like some really nice like glow effects to this that make it stand out, especially in like stealth missions and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna keep cutting off that conversation. Next one is one of my favorites. This was also in my video, and I'm very happy it made the game because it looks great. I used the suit for a while, but the problem is the next one I'm about to show you, I unlocked like basically at the same time, so I had a hard time choosing between this one and the next one. But yeah, like they did a great job at like, not making him into old man Miles, obviously, but adapting that costume to young Miles. Like, I love the texturing on the arms. I love the spray painted spider on the back. Again, it's another hooded suit. Like, there's some good like physics motion to the jacket when you're out swinging and stuff. It looks great. It's a beautiful suit. Then we have another original one, which is so cool. Like, the glowing eyes and the way the spider symbol like wraps around the whole body is super cool. But yeah, this is another original one. It's basically the Miles Morales take on the 2099 suit. But it's kind of got more of that like tracksuit look like this one does. Whereas I feel like the original 2099 suit is more like kind of an armored like future fabric. I don't even know what to call it. But yeah, this looks really sleek. It's really cool. I found myself kind of defaulting back to this one because it's a little more like Spider-Man suit-y than this kind of, like clothing suit. Again, love it, but I don't know. This looked really cool in like action cutscenes and stuff with the glowing eyes and all. Next, we have what everyone knew was going to be in the game, the Into the Spider-Verse suit. Again, this looks great in action. I will show it off again briefly, but I want to show it with the, I think it's the suit mod that comes with it. Let's see. So, yeah, the entire thing, like, moves at a different frame rate. So, like, Spider-Man moves differently than the rest of the game does. And it's kind of weird, but it's also neat. I should probably just, like, end this call, actually. Like, get through it all and then cut back. 1 second. Alright, and now that that's over, I'll give you a little bit more Spider-Verse action. I'm actually kind of getting used to it. Like, I don't notice the frame rate as much. But it is neat. Like, it's subtle, honestly. But, like, it actually looks great. Like, the animated suit I felt kind of looked out of place, but this works somehow. Wow. Alright. I really enjoyed spinning around the city and stuff. Anyway. Okay, next suit. Of course, we've got the classic one. It's been in all the trailers. Don't need to spend a lot of time on it. But I actually found myself not really liking it that much. I know that seems weird, but it's a little overproduced. Like, especially if you compare it to, like, the animated suit, for example. That's just very clean black and red. Or the Spider-Verse suit, that's, again, like, it's a solid fabric with some texture to it. But, like, this one, it feels too much like... It looks too much like the Peter Parker suits. And I know they're going for a visual consistency there, but it's just, like, I don't know. It's got a lot of, like, extra bits that I don't really enjoy. But it's cool. Like, it looks great in cutscenes and stuff. It's just when you actually, like, take some detail into it, it's a little busy. Next, we have probably my favorite, which is funny because it's essentially just the yellow version of the other suit. But something about, like, the changes in the texture and stuff just make it all work. And I love the yellow on black. Like, it's so sleek looking. And, like, everything that was red is yellow, so, like, I love the yellow etching and the spider web. And yeah, this is basically, like, their Black Lives Matter nod. So it's got kind of the triangles and the design and everything too. But it looks great. Like, as soon as I unlocked this suit, I used it for most of the rest of the game. I don't know. It like I said, it sounds funny to say that. Oh, I didn't even realize, like, down by the boots, that yellow, is that on the red too? Yeah, it is. Huh. That's kind of cool. Anyway, it sounds kind of funny to say that after kind of, like, bashing the red and black version of it. But like I said, there's just something special about this version that makes it work. I think it's the texturing makes the extra bits less noticeable, and the yellow on black just works better. Whereas, like, this you're comparing to other versions of the red on black, and they look better. But this is the only yellow and black, so I don't know. I've spent too long on each suit. Okay. Next, very basic, but kind of cute. This is kind of a special one that is totally optional. It's just a side quest reward, but, like, I love the leg warmers up above his boots, and, like, the scarf again has some nice physics to it. It's funny. It's a nice touch because since the game takes place, like, in Christmas time. These next two are fairly late game ones. Well, actually, the rest of these are all late game ones. So I'm not going to explain, like, how you get them or anything, but I do want to show them off. This was actually shown off in pre-release stuff. As you can see, it's called the 2020 suit. And I like it. I actually ended the game with this one, and I kind of regretted it because, like, it felt weird to not have, the classic suit for the end of the game. But this kind of felt like the Ockbuster, or whatever it was called. Ock Killer? I don't remember. It felt like the end game suit, for this game. So I wanted to use it. But the digital head is a little weird in some of those ending cutscenes. And, like, everyone said, oh, it looks like Daft Punk. And it kind of does. But I like it. It's really cool, especially when you're like going against, basically tech villains. It kind of works. And the jacket's nice. I don't know why they did like the middle school S on there, but there's some really nice details and stuff here. This is another original suit as far as I know. I'm kind of glad they did this instead of like the current continuity modern comic suit, because it's not that much different than the classic. But it's a little too different, in my opinion. I really liked the Yacht Killer suit, because that was, again, that yellow on black. But this one, it kind of looks like Spider-Man as a Kingdom Hearts character. Anyway, this is another one that I actually thought I was really going to like, because it's kind of unique, and it has some nice glows. Like, I'll show it off in action. But I found myself dropping off of it pretty quickly because it's very angular. Like, I don't know. It feels like it's a what are those guys called? Like the wireframe things in Smash Brothers. I can't remember what they are right now, but I'll put something up on them. But yeah, I'll show it to you in action. It doesn't quite work for me, and the eyes are weird too. But like, I mean, it does look cool. Oh, oops, I still have that suit mod on. Hold on. So yeah, like, I love the glow and stuff at night, but something about it just doesn't feel like Spider-Man. Like, it's a little off. It kind of looks like a villain, almost. Which I guess is fitting, because it basically uses, like, the enemy's tech to make this suit. But, I don't know. I'm sure some people love it. It doesn't quite work for me. So this one I was kind of surprised by. Like, it was kind of announced in pre-release, but they didn't really say anything about it. And then I saw, like, a leak of all the suits, and I was like, oh, is that like a Prowler-inspired thing? And, like, it's neat. It's another kind of armored one, but I think the green on purple actually looks really slick. Like, I'm not a purple fan, and I don't really like the Prowler's design in this game in general. But, like, I kind of like the claws that he has, if he'll open his hands again. And I like the big spider symbol that, again, kind of wraps around to the back. I could do without the utility belt and, like, the, again, the extra bits. It's a little overproduced. But there's some nice touches here. And last but definitely not least, Bodega Cat. I was a little disappointed at how late you get this suit, considering the actual, like, saving Spider-Man the cat is pretty early. But it's so adorable, and I never wanted to take it off after I got it. Especially during cutscenes, like, emotional cutscenes. You've got this cat just playing around in your backpack. Like, it's always there. It's got its, like, set of animations it goes through. And it just does them regardless of what you're doing. So you could be having, like, an emotional scene with Miles, like, almost crying, and this cat's just back there, like, in its paw. It's so funny. I love it. And it's a nice suit, too. Like, again, it's kind of based on the, like, the classic suit, but it's got its own variations on it, and the boots, or not the boots, like the high tops, and I love the hoodie with the spider symbol. Like, this seems like something that I would probably do as, like a cosplay. Because I really want to do a Miles Morales cosplay. Like, I know I probably, shouldn't because of the whole, like, whitewashing or whatever, but I love him. I like him more than Peter, and I want to do something. Like, I'm not going to put one of my actual cats in the backpack, but I could put, like, an orange, like, cat plush with a little mask back there. I think it'd be really fun. So, yeah, anyway. There is one more suit that you get for starting New Game Plus, but I haven't done that yet because I'm going to do New Game Plus for the story play. But it's basically just, like, I'll put a picture of it up that I find somewhere. It's basically just the one that you see, like, in the DLC of the story play. It's just, like, his normal clothes, which, again, he's repping that Brooklyn Visions. Like, everyone's going to know who you are, bro. So yeah, that's all the suits. I got about half of them right. Like, I knew there was going to be, like, a casual wear costume or outfit. Can you do it? Bro, load the suit. I've noticed a few glitches with this game. I had a pretty seamless run, but it's got some glitches for sure. He's just gone. Alright. There we go. Okay. Anyway, I knew there was going to be a casual wear suit. I just didn't know exactly what it was going to be. And then the Proto Suit, his homemade origin suit. I said something new, like the advanced suit from the first game, which is technically what this is, I guess. And then, let's see. Yeah, the end I got right. One of the Spider-Verse suits. And of course, we already knew about the classic suit. It's not going to load. It's fine. Whatever. So, yeah, that's like 5 right there. I'm a little disappointed at a few of them that are missing. Like I said, the Crimson Cowl was kind of a placeholder for the one that I brought up. But it's not the same. I wanted that, like, big cape, which is not really feasible. But, you know, this is a fine replacement for that. So yeah, I don't know. I think they did a really good job with these suits. Like, there's a few that I pretty much stuck with, like the homemade one, the Crimson Cowl, alternating between the End and 2099, and then a smidge of Spider-Verse. I wore that one instead of like the classic suit, but I spent actually most of the game wearing this Uptown Pride. So that was really cool. And then, of course, you know, end game, I did the Bodega suit. So I pretty much wore all the suits, and that's kind of a nice thing about having less, is like, there's more incentive to try them all, because you're not like overwhelmed by the amount. I think they did quality over quantity this time, for sure. But yeah, that's all I got for now. So I'm gonna do some swinging. Let me get that Spider-Verse suit on. I'm gonna do some swinging, and we'll call it for today. Yeah, tomorrow I will be back for. I think I'm gonna do some Astrobot. What is it called? Yeah, I think it's Astrobot's Playground. Just kind of a first look at that game, and then I'll be doing some Bug Snacks later this week. For some reason, honestly, still haven't started playing that yet. I might go in blind for the video, just because I still have no idea what it is. But, yeah. And I'm not sure what to do for the rest of the week. I was thinking of maybe like some graphical comparisons, but I really don't want to pull out the PS4 now to do that. So we'll see. But those are the three games I have, so I'm not totally sure what to do. But I have those 3 at least. And yeah, I think that's probably the amount of time I need for this outro. So until next time, keep swinging. I don't know, that sounded good in my head.